Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to get stuck into the LIzardmen for my 5th video. So thanks everyone for your feedback and your comments on the last couple. I have been trying to improve them, speak a bit more clear, give the mods a bit more love and attention where possible. So we're going to try and do the same thing here today. Now as usual, the aim of the game is to get to level 70 or turn 70 and get to the point where we can walk around, where we don't have to worry about mustering, running away. That's a point we're going to try and get at. And this Lord from the LIzardmen, I'm just going to call him Lord Alphabet Soup. I'm just going to butcher that name left, right and center. So let's get stuck right into the LIzardmen. So jumping right in, we do start in the middle of nowhere. We got Pox Marsh, we got these guys which unfortunately are going to give us a bit of grief. They got an island just over there, so they like to come down, take over Chotek. We're going to do some defenses against that, so not too much of an issue. We are going to go move and pretty much take over this entire area, including right up to about here, maybe this one as well. But the goal is going to be to defend this side with one lord, defend this side with another lord, and we march in here and then we start taking over this way. So let me just zoom out the map. If we can start here, work our way down, we don't have to worry, because practically no one comes across from the sea unless you're the Chaos team. They will normally come out of their way to attack us, which isn't good. I mean, you never see it coming. But some of the mods we're playing with, it tries to balance the LIzardmen. Now, believe it or not, I spent a couple hours looking for more mods, and there just doesn't seem to be anything. Whether or not people don't like the LIzardmen or they think it's too OP, not 100% sure why. I assumed they'd get the same amount of love as every other team, but yeah, the Dark Elves and other teams like that have got a million more mods. So we only have about 46 enabled, which is a fair bit less, and even then some of the mods will have to wait and see if they're working or not working. So particularly for the Blessed Spawning, the Regiment of Renown, this is a mod. You can tell we don't normally have this. So this is a new thing. So this is just going to give us, I'm pretty sure it's just variations of your standard units. So that's not too bad. This Horde building panel, that's from a mod, but for the LIzardmen doesn't work, so don't worry about it. And I'm going to get stuck into my usual strategy, which is build my main force, and then we're going to walk around this way. So I'll see you in a couple of turns. Fairly straightforward. We ended up, this guy keeps trying to attack me, but he keeps losing. But it's just annoying. He keeps taking my garrison down at Chotek. So I'm going to go try and take this guy out next. But moving on that, we upgraded Slacks, so we've got that going, a bit more money. This team is very army intensive, so money early is money well invested. We ended up killing this guy. It was easier than I expected. Let's be honest there. It was almost surprising. But yeah, won't worry too much about that one. And then we took this guy's main base, and that did cost us some casualties, but I want to get the blood swamps before I give in. You'll notice the temple guards, the skinks and the bastillodon are really carrying the team. We did lose some skink cohorts, but luckily I had an event where they were only 140 to recruit, so I just quickly in a couple of turns put them on. And if you are attacking, make sure you perform this right. All your skinks, this is particularly if you've got a skink army, because remember they're cheap, plus 15% weapon strength, better missile damage, and more melee attack. So it doesn't do the Saurus. So if you are looking to do this, it's ideal that you'll have a full stack of as many skinks as possible. So turn 25 came and went. Not quite sure where turn 20 went. To be honest with you guys, we sort of really cruised through here. I did have to spend a couple of turns turning away, to get a bit of money. We were stuck at the blood swamps, which we got an achievement for, and that public order, that wasn't really good. So I had to leave him here while I, luckily, to kill a few birds with one stone, I had to get my armies back up. You'll notice it says your lord's name. Same with this guy, Jurgen Stroham. This is actually a mod update. I am trying to find out where and what mod this is that's actually updated it, but I think it looks good. It actually works. So our lord is in yellow. Every other lord is like this, and I'm believing if you're at war with him, it's going to turn red. So that's quite a nice little update. So we'll see you in a couple of turns when we start moving. Which way we want to move? We got allies. I forgot. Dang. Well, we might have to go take the temple. This guy is literally camped at my stronghold for about 12 turns. He's just sitting here. So I'm not too happy. He's trespassing, so we're going to sort him out. I thought I'd give a quick mention to this mod over here. You'll notice our mystic barriers, our walls, we actually get a maintenance cost. This is from Trebor's Garrison Overhaul. So just for those of you, you cannot have two garrison mods working at the same time. Your game will simply never boot. Trust me, after complaining and countless amounts of banging on my poor keyboard, this was eventually found out. Not many mod developers tell you actually can't do this, even though they're in different orders. So give it a test run, play with it, see how you go. But Trebor's, it gives you a lot more units in your base. However, you got maintenance costs. The other one, it only gives you a small amount of added units, but there's no maintenance fees. So I thought I'd just give that a good mention. 3 turns in a row. 3 times he sends Ben Gausser, this time round, to come and attack. And 3 times in a row we ambush him. 3 times in a row we kill everything. So who knows, maybe he'll keep doing this every turn. I might have to do a couple snippets of this. 4 out of 4. Here comes another ambush. Thanks very much. I'll always take your experience. 5 out of 5. Thanks very much for your experience again. Fantastic, buddy. So it's turn 40. We're going to take over this capital. He has given me quite a fair bit of levels. We're already level 14. So you'll notice the Renowned Lord mod is in here. So at rank 40 we get +3 of each type of Regiment of Renowned. Just so that late game, you've got a bit more units. You've been rewarded by keeping your hero at least till level 40. So that's in here. We do have another mod for this one, which gives him Honored Elder. So there's a couple of different mods in here. You'll notice as well, have a look at this, yellow crested. We've got Shrouded Cohorts, Skink Red Shields, Eyes in the Canopy. This is the Expanded Regiments mod for the Lizardmen. So we do have our Blessed units, but we also have Standard Regiment of Renowned units. And you can only get one of them. So once you build it, it's done. But they do start at rank 9. Just to make a note for you guys, it's turn 43. I just gave it a couple of turns to get the Temple of Tlenkan moving. Had to wait a couple of turns to actually get the siege equipment going. With the actual Blessed spawning events, listen guys, I can't stress to you how important this is. You gotta do them. I have been reading reports that if you don't do them, eventually they will simply just not come back. So you might get them once every 50 turns or every 120 turns, or some people are reporting they just don't come. However, if you do them every 6 to 15 turns, they come around. So keep in mind, even if it's a little bit out of your way, really try and get them done. If you do get lucky like me for battle captives or kill units, that's a lot better than raiding a settlement or raising something. So just keep that in mind. Now we're going to take over the temple. You'll notice his anti-large is, yeah, but in saying that, I mean, we are fielding a pretty sporty roster of rank 6 units. We've got, it's ridiculous. So let's have a look, and as expected, our Saurus boys, they carried the team. We had the skink mist runners and the chameleon skinks that also went pretty crazy. So yeah, not a bad round. So I will take that, and province secured. Now I'll show you the geomantic web, just so you guys are aware. The geomantic web, the more places you take over that link together, the better the bonus. So currently I'm still sitting on strength 3, and I'll need to build geomantic pylons as well. However, if I captured this and this settlement here, all of a sudden my capital will be strength 4. If I kept going one more layer, so this becomes green, then this will become dark green, then I'll get strength 5. Now keep in mind the bonuses are here. So, for me, public order, growth, and income. But if you changed them, you can always get research rate. Come back here. You can always get siege holdout time, plague durations, and then there's weapon strength and recruitment costs. So there's a fair bit here. Once you get sorted, it's quite nice. And have a look at this one. I thought of building it for the public order in adjacent provinces, but the maintenance cost, I mean, it does only come up as army upkeep, but yeah, I am quite wondering. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen this, we do have the mod that is, it's an all-in-one mod for lizardmen and upgrades. So if I went to my temple guards, I go unit upgrades, I've just got insufficient resource, which is purified gold. This is not the same as ancient plaques, so just bear in mind it is a different structure. Unfortunately, you have to invest in it, which is very expensive. So yeah, I didn't bother doing it for now, but I will get into that just now. I'm thinking of getting the Great Clan, getting some more of these things, and the dinosaurs. For those of you who don't know, your ancient Stegodon, and where is this guy? Your Great Pterodon. I mean, it's just over. It's just done. You don't have to worry about anything else after that point. There is a couple of other things like the Feral Carnosaur, which is not too bad, but bear in mind we've played this team a fair bit, so we just want to go straight to the great units. Goodbye, ally. We really need this place. I want my plaques. Well, that's one ally down. I think we will have to take over the Blue Vipers next, as they are starting to move into my main base. So we're definitely going to give this guy a run for his money. Look, granted, I have the ridiculous amount of garrison in here, which is going to make his life very hard. I am upgrading my geomantic pylon to give me better bonuses, so we're going to see how that goes. And on top of that, we're going to have 2 places that are level 4 capital. So I want to start getting myself some purified gold. I really need to get a move on with this guy, which is why I've taken over this province. So we're now going to get 10 plaques per turn. Well, okay, when it updates. Currently it still says +8, but next turn will be +18. So we're going to fly past this fella, but then once we do the ritual, as you all know, we got to defend. So let's see how we roll. Well now, orcs, what are we doing here? Instead of just letting me take your settlement, you want to put up a fight. So, they've got savage orc boar boys. They've also got just the regular ones. This is a pretty mean army. You remember in some of my previous campaigns, this would have hurt. But because we've got so much anti-large and anti-infantry, it was just a walk in the park. This hero is really taken onto his own. I mean, 250. He's absolutely kicking everyone else's butt. That's nice. I'm gonna take the replenishment. Yeah, I'm sure we all get tired of hearing that. So I've started my ritual of prognostication. So we've got 10 turns to get that underway. It's going to be fairly simple because this guy is maxed out. I only have temple guards and a chameleon that is actual base unit. Oh, sorry, along with my Bastilidon. But everyone else is blessed or a renowned unit. So it's going pretty crazy. I mean, you have a look at this guy. This is a Croxagore. Mate, he's going to go bump in the night. So while we remove this guy, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I did get this guy up and running with a full set of units, because remember we can have the max capacity of these upgraded. So might be a little bit cheating later on, but you know, if we work hard for it, we fight fair. You know, it's not an issue. And I got so much money from the orcs, I upgraded all my buildings. We're pimping out our whole shop, and I'm starting to get some purified gold in. So it's all coming together at turn 53. Moving into turn 57. Folks, we are getting some good units coming out. Elite skink infantry, elite skink javelins. You know, we got our chameleons, we got our dinosaurs, and of course, hey, we got the big boys. We got the Croxagores. So keep in mind, they're 200 and 220 apiece. But by all means, these guys are fairly cheap. Look at this, 88 and 88. That's not too bad. So I'm just going to build a whole heap of them. So fair enough, he's going to be here for a couple turns, but that's fine. We are just upgrading our settlements. My ritual, actually, only one army came to attack me. So I've been having quite a field day, knowing that there's no one else looking out for me. Oh, look at this poor soul. I mean, really, where's all the damage being done here? Yeah, the Tichi Huichi's raiders. My skink's not doing so much. I might have to chuck him. But my Croxagores. What did I tell you? Got nothing on temple guards. Any other unit, the Croxagores is the way to go, folks. So we got 6 more turns before we get our ritual completed. And let's have a look. What can we do here? Oh, not too much. So just a quick note. When I started this campaign, our mod that enables you to start at, let's say, tier 4 or 5 or 3 or 2 settlements didn't actually work with the LIzardmen. So I actually ended up disabling the mod because it just made every other team start with an advantage. So if you do want it harder, by all means leave it on, but otherwise you've got to go into your mod config tool, higher starting tiers, and click for capitals, for capital tier main factions, leave it as 2 and 2, and then it will work. So just a quick note on that one. So guys, it's turn 60. We are absolutely flogging this place. The armies aren't as big as you know, some of the other campaigns where we had 3 or 4 full stacks running around, but we've actually had quite an easy run. I mean, we actually haven't been challenged for 60 turns, and it's not a case for, you know, trying not to get into battles and stuff. It's just no one has wanted. What's this guy doing? Okay. So no one's actually just wanted to attack us. We've made some enemies, you know, we've had this Kaedrin, I've killed an ally, but no one's wanted to actually just, you know, play some ball, which is a bit boring. So unlike my dwarf campaign, which took me absolutely forever, this one's going fairly quickly. So I think I'm going to have to take out my ally because he's got this area and I want it. That's going to help with my geomantic web, which we got some green. Strength level 4. Now this is because of the mod that adds the geomantic spire. So this one, we have to get our main settlement up 1, but this will give us level 5. So that's really good stuff. I am going to put it here as well. And where's that other spot? Oh, hey, nice. Look, I can put them on both of them. That's what we want to hear. So again, look, it is fairly cheap to build, and the bonuses are really worth it. Because again, you have a look at the public order, +4, +40 growth, better income, which is, you know, our armies are fairly expensive, but at the same time, you know, we can get better research. We can really go for some of this, what's this one, plague duration. Never actually seen it, by the way, so if someone does make a comment and, you know, can maybe show me something. I've never actually seen the event, but I'm really looking forward to this when I start army building. +2 rank, that's going to be nice. So we'll see how turn 70 goes, but maybe I'll play this campaign a little bit longer. Gotta say, not feeling too challenged over here. We got ourselves our second banner, which is the magic resistance. So we're doing pretty alright for ourselves. But given that this guy has got, you know, hunting packs and dinosaurs, because we haven't upgraded this squad in forever. I mean, we've still only got 2 towers, but I actually built, you know, what's this, the battering ram. So I actually built one of those, but still, it's not really a challenge. So we did lose a fair bit of men this time around, but again, you know, we're not feeling very challenged here. So I'm going to take this place over. Got ourselves another Croxigor squad, and look at this, in another turn or 2 it's going to be done and dusted. So because I can build 2 of them, you've got to wait 3 turns before you can get the next one. But I mean, look at this guy, he's just ridiculous. Weapon strength 100 armor. Yeah, look, so these units are really nice. So we're progressing in turn 65. I have finished my ritual with no consequences. We haven't actually had anyone else finish their rituals. So I did call on a little baby intervention for this guy. I was thinking of calling an intervention for the High Elves, but I'm sitting on a little bit of negative money, because this hero, he's bumping around with some pretty expensive units. So yeah, so hopefully maybe I just lose 1 squad to get me in the positive, and we'll see how we go. Silly elves. Couldn't even find me after I've got only a 99% ambush chance. This has been great. The ambush chance, sort of, it's almost cheating. Not sure how we're getting such high ambush chance, but it really gives us such a benefit. Look at that. We barely lost anyone. I can just get my full army right now. So yeah, that was quite fun. We have taken over the whole east side. I have taken over another province, and you'll have a look now. So let's, oh yeah, poor fella. That's fine. Yep. So we ended up taking the caverns. I've left my ally for now, just because, you know, I don't want to be at war with everyone like we did with the vampires. This guy might give me a bit of issue, but luckily I've got myself some extra defense here. Don't think it's going to be enough though, but if we take over his last settlement, I think I'll have no choice but to come at me. So yeah, that's been pretty fun. I've had this guy here, and you'll notice he's level 31. the amount of battles, let me tell you, all our guys are like rank 8. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous. So I did end up replacing some of these elite units with my regiment of renowns. They're a lot better, but they're still not as good as regiment of renown. So the mod that really adds this, that makes it worthwhile, this renowned lord, it's ridiculous. Imagine having, go all the way over here, you got 4 Ripidactyl riders. Look at that. Speed and weapon strength. That's ridiculous. So we're already on turn 70, but seeing as I got here so quickly, I'm going to keep going for a bit. We are ready for our next ritual, which again, for Ruination, have a look at that. Minus 10% upkeep. That's going to give me a whole heap of my money back. The public order, you know what, not too worried about it. Same with the recruitment capacity. I don't actually have the money to keep plonking this along, because the army upkeep's 11,000 and we don't make too much money. Or our trade agreements is how we make money, which I'll show you just now. So let's begin the ritual. Yep, thanks mate. We know. We got to defend it. That's fine. So in our diplomacy, let's see who's trading with us at the moment. So we are getting 915 income from our trade agreements. So if I go to, where's another bloke I can do an agreement with? This guy. All the things we're exporting, because they're already making it. So we lose out a whole heap of money there, because they don't want gemstones, they don't want animals. So we sort of lose out there. But if we had someone that wanted it, you make like 2,000 a turn just off that. So in my conquest, we've taken over this whole area. I've taken over here. I've got this fella which is going to slowly make his way back, but first I want to take over this bottom corner, and then my conquest is complete. So you'll notice this fella's going to take over the last resistance here, and I've got a hero that's coming back to defend this area. So we are, get him off muster, thank you. We'll just put him there. So not too much of an issue. So I'll see you in a couple of turns when we really get redonkulous. Yes, high elves, I see you there with your silver helms. No, that's not going to make a difference. See you next time. This is my biggest battle yet. So yeah, look, just a fair bit of blokes, you know, some actually upgraded units for change instead of just the more baseline. So, you know, a couple of honor guard, you know, Bastillodons. So this will be pretty rough, I reckon. Yeah, not really. Our 700 versus the 2,800, and yeah, look at that, 200. You know, 260. Our heroes didn't do too much because this is this guy's only level 6. But yeah, crazy. Welcome to the end game. There's pretty much nothing left here. If you thought Hiroshima was bad, well, you have not seen the LIzardmen. This was just a brutal campaign of me literally walking around. Now I'll show you the map. We'll go through some stats as we're going to finish up here. But one of the mods actually broke my hero. You notice his rank is 6716. Is not really, but he has maxed out his skills, barring, you know, ancient cunning. So maybe 2 more levels left. So not quite sure what happened. But yeah, that's all good. That did not concern us at all. You'll notice our squad of Beastie Boys has not changed in forever. I did get more heroes pop up just randomly, which wasn't a bad thing, but it was a bit annoying because I didn't know they were there. So like this fella, Oxoitl, he just popped up. So I figured, oh yeah, well, you know what? I could use this guy. He's a poison specialist, so he's a chameleon. Have a look at that missile strength. That's, yeah, that's pretty boss. Not gonna lie to you, not quite sure how, what, or why, but I'm not gonna reject it. So you notice our roster. We got Temple Old Elite Guard. We've got our full squad of Renown. We've got Chameleon Blesseds. We've got these Ancient Stegodon. It's ridiculous. So this guy is taking the north face. Where is other captain? This guy actually met a bit of resistance from the orcs. It took 4 full stacks for me to actually lose 1 stack of units, which I was pretty devastated. But again, this guy, he's just cleaning up on top. I did take everything over, except for that little island. I actually forgot about it. So I'm going to go up there just now and take it over. We pretty much ruined this whole place. The dwarves are here. The dwarves were no issue. Who else did we have? We had our ally, but I decided, you know what, it's time I take this place over. You know, it's we're gonna get serious. So I ended up attacking him, and I just gotta make sure all my heroes are moving around, because you got so many of them. Look how good that unit is. Croxagore Berserkers. It's happiness. Look at that, Ancient Carnosaur. Just take a moment. Great Pterodon. So this is from the mods. So if you don't have it in your campaigns, again, I will put my new mod list online. I did add just a couple for the Lizardmen. So that's not too much of an issue. What's he got here? Oh yeah, I got this guy coming as well. So we will make way. I've only got a couple of provinces left in the middle to take over, and then this whole face, this whole side is mine. There's not a thing left. So we do have some allies left. Look, surprisingly from the last campaign, you know, Hexotel, Zlatlan, Talakwa, everyone pretty much in the other island I haven't gotten to, I've left them. I haven't bothered to actually ruin them. So we do have some treaties, so you'll notice, have a look at this, 1600 income, and I'm getting a lot of those because my army upkeep's 15,000. So between the ritual, you know, minus upkeep, we've got base weapon damage, lower recruitment costs, we are just, it's insane. So I'm going to show you the stats just, you know, for the heck of it. We own almost 50 places at turn 101. I can literally say between this and the Tomb Kings, I met no resistance. No one put up a fight. Only the orcs are coming close. This was easy. So as you can see, our records, I don't know what this does, you know, whether you want to filter out stuff or what happened, but it does give you an indication of where we took places over. So have a look at this. At turn 47, oh, come on map, work with me, we only had a handful of places, 17 provinces, sorry, still 49 regions. Now look at this. You go through the turns. By 64 we got the whole top face. We then moved west. We then moved south. And we're just cleaning up. How cool is that? I only just found that out. That's pretty cool. So the almighty statistics. At turn 101 we have lost a couple of settlements. We have raided. We haven't raided at all. We did have a bit of diplomacy, but look at my income. I just put it out to you. Those couple of turns when we were poor, it's just because we had to expand like crazy. Now I have so much money, I cannot physically spend it quick enough, which is, you know, it's not a bad issue. So the units, and battles. This is what you guys are after. We've fought 74 battles. I don't know if that's a lot or a little. I haven't fought anything personally just because I figured why. And yeah, I didn't see the real point of it. Victories. Look, we did lose a little bit. We didn't have any heroic victories. I don't know what that is. But you can see we've executed 9,200 soldiers. Yeah, we've taken 3,000 captives on. I couldn't actually recruit heroes. I'll show you something. So one of the mods breaks it so that you cannot actually recruit heroes. So whether or not this is due to events or something, there's not any place I can recruit a hero. It doesn't matter how many of those things I have. But look, in saying that, didn't really need it. You know, it was pretty easy enough. We've had a walk in the park. It was, I'm safe to say, we could keep going. You know, I'll finish the next ritual. The armies always pop up right here. So just before I started, I'll send some squads over to go get them. And we're just going to walk. So, in the spirit of this, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for enjoying my content. And we'll see you in the next video.